Well, today is the day. F1 Manager 24 first details have been announced today. It's coming summer of 2024, so not too long to wait for this year's F1 Manager game. The big talking point this year is a My Team element or a Creator Team element coming to the manager side for the first time. This now means we have greater control of our team. No need to worry about upsetting F1 teams. We can now go full ham with customization of the livery. I'm hoping picking sponsors. We'll dive into the details in a second, but there's so many new features now with F1 Manager 24, including new enhanced AI and also failures. Let's get into the juicy details, but first, let's have a look at the trailer.
Do you have the courage to compete? The ambition to create a team? The confidence to carve your own path? To push innovation and confront deeper challenges? Orchestrate your ascent? Steer mindsets? Design your own journey? Create a team? Create a legacy.
Boom, baby! We are getting a full F1 Manager experience. Now that we can create our own team, we can hire our drivers, hire sponsors, customize the car, and so much more. All right, let's go through some key visuals from that F1 Manager trailer. There's quite a few ones to pick out there, particularly how sponsorship is going to work. But we'll get to that in a second. But because we're creating our own team, we're creating our own legacy, as the trailer so says itself. We get to choose what our car looks like. And it's interesting that they don't actually show how the livery selection process actually works. You'll notice here that they just cut between a whole various array of different liveries. Now, if I had to guess, I think we just choose from liveries. I don't think there's actually a livery editor in the game. I'm happy to be wrong, and I hope that we get to choose our own livery or make it from scratch. That would be insane. But I'm just trying to manage expectations here, and I think we choose the liveries. I'll have some screenshots of all these liveries that we've got. I got sent a whole bunch of assets from F1 Manager team, which is really cool to see. So that's the liveries. Let me know what you guys think is the case when it comes to choosing liveries. If we go back right here, the cost cap with how much we get in through sponsorship. Then it's broken down by our expenses, so car development, driver contracts, and staff at the bottom there. And then here you can see cost cap remaining. That's a really nice graphic, and I do wonder if that's in the game. Hopefully it is, because that looks quite visually appeasing with that lovely pie chart. We scroll through a little bit more, and here you can see sponsorship. You get to choose your own sponsors, much like in the F1 games ever since 2020 when My Team became a thing. They are, of course, I don't believe, not real sponsors. They're custom ones, but they give you a summary. You can see the upfront payment of 56 million. You get bonus payouts for engagement and, I guess, race performance targets. You've also got secondary sponsors off to the right-hand side as well, and I'm assuming you can scroll through those in the menus as well. So nice to see a little teaser as to how the sponsors work, and it's so good that we're finally getting a My Team element to F1 Manager, because the F1 Manager games can dive way deeper into the customization of what it's like to have control of a Formula One team. And I really think that these guys are going to smash it out the park with their first iteration of My Team, essentially. I don't think they're calling it that. I think they're probably going to call it Creator Team. So here we're getting an indication of what it might look like when we get faults, because now faults in the cars are going to be a thing this year. Previously, there wasn't anything to do with faults and reliability. Now it's nice to have that added element thrown into the mix. Here you can see we've got a power fault, a power reduction, and it's going to be fine after the session. Another one off to the right-hand side. This is a temporary drivability issue. So these things will come and go throughout sessions, and it's our job to manage those. And I'd imagine we'd have to tell the driver to back off, to go off of curbs, etc., to drive in clear air, to hopefully keep those things under wraps. Temperatures as well is increasingly becoming more of a thing as each F1 Manager game comes out, so I'm looking forward to how they're going to implement that, tied in with the current physics that they have. Cheeky little look at the overall map screen when you're in game, when you're fast forwarding. These are always nice, although I don't spend too much time doing that, apart from in practice. Some different track shots. From the images that I saw, the new cars look really detailed. They look really good. But as it says on the screen there, it's pre-rendered footage. It may not actually appear that way in the game, but it's nice to see that they can crank it up. For the trailer, at least. And that is F1 Manager 24. Now let's go over to the press release, because there actually is some more juicy details there that we haven't touched upon yet. Here we go, right here. However, in Formula One, every team strives to be the one lifting the trophies, and rival teams will provide a constant threat year on year with enhanced AI, closing the gap between players and their competitors both on and off the track, whilst underlying threat of drivers and staff being poached means that a paddock shakeup is never far away. That's never been a thing before. Normally, the game will let you have free roam of any drivers, any staff. Now it sounds like they could poach them off you at any moment, especially if they're coming off contract in the next season. So now, if you've got a good driver, if you've got good staff members, you need to secure their long-term future to make sure that they don't get poached to another team, adding an extra element to the rivalry that we see behind the scenes within the teams. I really like that. I really, really like that. These extra faceted details thrown in, the reliability issues and poaching, as well as creating your own team and the sponsorship and everything that comes with that is really cool to see. As the lights go out, fans will direct every thrilling moment from new strategic perspectives, immersing themselves in the action from onboard cameras or assessing their next decision from above. Issuing commands to their drivers via their voiced race engineers, players will weigh up crucial strategy calls and overtaking opportunities as they seek glory. With improved racing behaviors, blurring the lines between simulation and reality, it sounds like they've worked on the racing lines of all the cars, the AI, so that should make it look more realistic, which is nice. Success can slip away at any moment, however, with the ever-present threat of a mechanical failure able to disrupt even the strongest of strategies, putting vital championship points at risk. I love that. I love that we've now got player faults, and there's just more jeopardy now. It sounds like an F1 Manager 24. I'm very excited to dive into that. Pricing wise, it is coming out in the summer of 2024 on PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 4, Xbox One, for a retail price of £29.99. That's really not bad for a manager game with the amount of detail that you get. 30 quid for that is very good. I've got to say it, much better value for money than the F1 game if management is your cup of tea. Fans are invited to join Frontier Unlocked live streams on the final Wednesday of every month for further exciting reveals and new content. So we're going to see our first live stream of F1 Manager 24 on Wednesday, the 27th of March. So only a couple of weeks to wait to get a more detailed breakdown of how F1 Manager 24 is going to operate. Of course, no mention of any online multiplayer kind of gameplay. We probably might have to wait another year for that. But the fact that we're getting my team this year is very, very good. You would expect, or you would hope, that multiplayer comes in at latest next year. But let me know what you guys think of the news today from F1 Manager. Are you excited? Are you tempted to pick it up again? Let me know what you think. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you need to see plenty more racing game content. And of course, when it is time to showcase F1 Manager 24 with some gameplay, I will be the first to post it. You guys know I love this game, this series, and what they're all about. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, I'll see you next time.